Hello friends, I am Mohammad Rafiq. Welcome to my YouTube channel Rafiq Engineering Drawing. In this video we will see the isometric projections basics and some 2D objects drawing. Okay, so why do we need 2D objects? We will discuss first of all. Okay, let us have a look here. As you imagine one object, cuboid. Okay, imagine cuboid. We have how many faces in that? See, first of all, isometric projections means iso means equal, metric means measurement. So equal measure, like that the meaning will come here. We will see first a 3D object, then we will see all those things, definitions, everything, and what are the procedures to draw all those 3D objects. Okay, imagine a cuboid in a 3D way. So isometric, what we will do, 3D diagrams we will do in isometric. In orthographic, 2D. So in 2D, what you have done earlier, front view, top view, side view you have done. In isometric, you will be doing 3D diagram. So imagine one object as a cuboid, a 3D diagram. So here we have this face 1, this face 2, and this is another face 3. Let us open it little bit. So here second object I am taking it like this one, and this object here 1, and this object here. So now if you club all this, again this diagram you will be getting. So what is this? This is a rectangle, this is a rectangle, this is a rectangle. So to draw any 3D object, first we need to learn a basics such as rectangle. Similarly, if you are drawing 3-dimensional cone like this, so for this basics, what you need to learn first? You need to learn circle. Then only you can do the cone, or such as cylinder. Okay, cylinder is in this position, you will maybe required circle in this way. Suppose the same cuboid has a hole over here like this, 3D. So you may need circle in this way. So it looks like ellipse in a 3D diagram, the circles. So all those things basics we will see. In this video we will talk about how to draw rectangle, circle and pentagon. Okay, let us start with the rectangle. So now I am going with rectangle number 1. Imagine a rectangle of size 50 mm by 20 mm. Okay, some object like this, a rectangle sheet. Imagine this is the sheet of rectangle having this as 50, this as 20. Imagine this is A, B, C, D, something, any names. Okay, now we will see how to represent this 2D diagram in a 3D orientation. So there are two things here. Once again we'll look the cuboid example and we will come back here. Now this rectangle we will try to draw. Okay, this is, if you see this 3D diagram from there, this surface is top view, this surface is front view. If this is front view, this will be the side view. If this you are treating as front view, then ultimately this will become side view. So either or, sometimes this will be the front view from this side, or this will be the front view. In which direction you are looking, that depends. Okay, so this you can treat side view, but top view remains same irrespective of this direction or this direction. So basically you will be needed to learn the front view in this direction as well as in this direction. So for the two front views we will have two diagrams for this. Let us see how to draw. First take horizontal line as a reference line. Height how much? A to D 20. This is A, this point is D. Vertical line as it is vertical. How much length? 20. So here also 20 height we have taken. horizontal lines, what we will do, same length 50 only we will take, but we will take it at a 30 degree. This is 30 degree. Length of the line how much? Here to here 50. Same dimensions. Here same 20 height. This is point C. This will be the B. Join this. Okay. So how I have done is, first A to D 20 vertical line, D to C 50 mm long line at 30 degree we have taken. Okay. Like this. Then from C again vertically upward, no inclination either or side. Okay, this is 20, this is also 20, both are parallel to each other. This is at 30 degree 50 mm long line, parallel to this, this is the another line. Both are parallel to each other, this is 50, this is also 50. So this is one diagram. The same diagram can also be drawn by taking C as a resting point on the reference line. Here D we have taken. Let us see how the diagram looks like. So horizontal line always be at 30 degree, vertical lines will be 90 degree, like this. Okay, this is 30 degree 50 mm long line, straight vertical, here it should be at 90 degree. Okay, so this one is how much? 20, whereas this is 50, this is 20. This is 30 inclined, this and this are parallel, this is vertical line, these two are parallel to each other, here it should make 90 degree. Generally people will do mistake while drawing this diagram. What are the mistakes? Mistakes we will highlight with red color. So generally students will take like this, vertical line as it is they will take, no, first they will take horizontal line at 30 degree, 50 mm long line at 30 degree they will take this one. After that, here instead of going vertical, which is correct, they will go like this. So here they will form 90 degree. That is not, this is not 90 degree. Okay, this is not 90 degree. Here outside it should form 90 degree. This must be 90. This should not be 90. Okay, so they'll end up the diagram like this. Just a rectangle rotated through 30 degree. That is wrong. So rectangle we should not rotate at 30 degree. In this, horizontal lines should be rotated at 30 degrees, whereas vertical line remains same. So this diagram is called front isometric view. Front isometric view of a rectangle plate. Now same we will see top isometric view of rectangle. So these diagrams will be useful to draw this side and this side. Okay, this diagram will be useful for drawing this side, that is number 1 I will put. This diagram number 2, this side surface is useful to draw this one. Okay, this is this one, this is this one. Dimensions may be more or less anything. Now we will try to learn this top view, number 3 you can take it as. So now top isometric view of a rectangular plate we will see. Let us see. So in front view, horizontal lines only are at 30, vertical lines remains at perpendicular to this horizontal line. Now in top isometric view, what will happen? Both the lines, that is both the dimensions, will be at 30 degrees. This is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. So this is how much? 50 mm long line at 30 degree, here 20 mm long line at 30 degree. Here angle will be more than 90 degree. So 180 minus 30 plus 30 means 60. 180 minus 60 if you do, you will be getting 120 in between these two lines. So now parallel to this line, another line here, parallel to this line from here. Like this you may get the top isometric view of rectangle sheet. So this is your 20, this is also 20, 1 minute, should be like this one. Okay, this is 50, this is also 50. So here 30 degree, 20 mm long line we have taken, then from here 30 degree 50 mm long line we have taken, then same 20 here, same 50 here. This two should be parallel to each other and this two should be parallel to each other. This is the way. Also it can be drawn in this way. Which way? Like this. Here we have taken 20, here we have taken 50. You can also take this side as 50 and this side as 20 and then you can join like this. So here also this is at 30 degree, this is also at 30 degree angles. length 20, this is 20, this is 50, this is also 50. Okay, this is the way. This is called top isometric view of rectangle. This is called front isometric view of a rectangle sheet. Okay, now we will switch to circle. How to put dimensions, all those things we will see while solving the advanced problem like 3D objects when we will do. At that time, with all those measurements, basic things, I will take it. Now just we are basic things we are doing, so let it be like this. Now we will start circle problem. This is called phi. Phi means dia, circle of dia 40 millimeter. Okay, let us imagine a circle over here of diameter 40. So how to represent this in front isometric view and top isometric view, we will see. So why do we need front isometric and top isometric view? At the starting of the video I have said you, suppose if you have a block and it has a hole over here, then at that time we need top isometric view of circle. Similarly, if you have a hole over here, then at that time you will be needed front isometric view of circle. Like that, if it is here, this side, that side, both one and all, front or side we can consider. So now if you want to draw a circle isometric view, you need to enclose this circle in a box. The box will be of rectangle, not rectangle, it will be of circle. Why? Because if you are enclosing circle in a box, the box will be exactly a square, because this diameter is 40, this diameter is also 40, so ultimately we will be getting a box as a 40, because diameter of this circle is 40. Let us quickly, I will complete all this dimensioning, all 540. So we have circle of diameter 40. Circle we have kept in a box. The box is a getting a dimension of equal to circle as 40 40. Okay, why only a box of 40? We don't know box size, we know the circle which is of 40. As soon as you close a box, inside that we have a circle, right? So ultimately we will be getting a dimensions of 40. Now first, before drawing this circle, we need to learn, or we need to draw rectangle box in a top and front isometric view. First we will start with front isometric view. Okay, let us see. I am starting with this. Let us imagine this 1 2 3 4 front isometric view. Let us take one horizontal line. Here 1 I have taken, then 30° another line. So as I said you, whenever you are drawing front isometric view, horizontal lines only will be at 30°. Vertical lines remains as it is, no change. So this is 2, 3 and this one is 4. As soon as you have drawn this box here, now what you need to do, you need to join. First you need to take midpoints on each side. So this is 40 mm long line at 30°. This is also 40, this one, this is 40, this is also 40. These two are parallel to each other and these two are parallel to each other. Here it should make exactly 90°. Okay, with this line. This is any reference line you can take, and this anywhere you can draw. Okay, first what we will do, all the sides we will mark midpoints. After marking midpoints, see for the shorter diagonal. 4 and 2 is the shorter diagonal, 3 and 1 is the longer diagonal. So take 2 as center, radius equal to this midpoint or this midpoint, like this. Imagine this Q is a center, assume this is a compass, Q is a center, radius is this midpoint or this midpoint, like this you draw an arc. This is the arc from this midpoint to this midpoint, this is the center. Same thing you do from this side, center, radius this or this, both are equal, join an arc like this. Okay, then join longer diagonal from 1 to 3. So after joining longer diagonal, what you need to do? Okay, after joining longer diagonal, take this midpoint or this midpoint, either this or this ends of this curve, you join with opposite corner. So this midpoints I am taking and joining at opposite corners, that is point 2 I am taking. You can also take this point or this point here at number 4. Now this is getting intersect with the longer diagonal. So now this as a center you take, radius is this or this, join, and in this way. This is the center, radius is this midpoint or this midpoint, like this you need to draw the arc. Okay, this is the front isometric view of circle. The same diagram you can draw in this position also. Let us see. पहले ये दरवाजा बंद करो, ये बंद करके वो खोलना बोला था. So quickly I will complete the same square box we are drawing in this way. So here we have taken 30-degree line, 40 mm long line. This is now your point 2. This will be 0.1, 4, and here it is 3. 40 mm long line at 30 degree, 40 mm long line, here it is making 90 degree vertically upward. These two are parallel, and from here to here if you take vertical line, this is also 40. Now let us quickly see same procedure. First we will mark midpoints 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 midpoints we have marked. After marking 4 midpoints, what you need to do? You need to see for the shorter diagonal. Now 4 to 2 is longer diagonal. Earlier 4 to 2 was shorter diagonal. Now 4 to 2 is longer diagonal. We won't take longer diagonal right now. We will take shorter diagonal. This as center, join this to arc. This is the center, radius is this. Join like this to arc. 2 midpoints, so you will be getting arc. Then 3 as a center, radius is this midpoint or this midpoint you take, draw another arc like this. This way. Now join longer diagonal. Then take endpoints of this arc at 3 or this endpoints of arc at 1, either or your wish. So I am taking like this. Now here we are getting 2 more centers. Take this as a center, this is the radius, draw an arc like this, from center, radius like this. Similarly here also, this is the center, radius is this or this, then complete the remaining curve like this. So these two are the front isometric view of a circle. Now we will see top isometric view of circle. For drawing top isometric view of circle, we have same a square. So whenever you are drawing top isometric view, both the sides will be at 30 degree like this. One side 30 degree, another side is also 30 degree with respect to the horizontal line. Both the sides are of 30 degree. But in case of this front views, one side is 30, other two sides are vertical. Here also one side is at 30 degree, other two are vertical. So these are the front isometric views where only horizontal lines were at 30 degrees. Here this and this. And in top view, this line is at 30 degree, this line is also 30 degree. So whenever you are drawing top isometric view, both the lines are of 30 degree. So 30 degree we have drawn 40 mm long line, and another 30 degree we have drawn 40 mm long line. Now this point you take 1 or 2, doesn't matter. If it is a rectangle, then it matters. Either this or this we will take, or in first attempt we will take this, or another diagram we will take this, but for square doesn't matter. Let us quickly complete this. So parallel to this here, parallel to this here. If you want to know what is the angle between here, it is 120, and here the angle will be 60 degree. Here it is 120. Okay, just this is not required. Why? Because you will be using mini drafter, so this unnecessary things. Okay, after this what you need to do, as I earlier discussed in front isometric view, you need to join, you need to take midpoints. Now we are doing top isometric view of what? Of circle which is having 40 mm as a diameter. Now we will take midpoints on each side. After taking midpoints, see for the shorter diagonal, at this center draw an arc like this. This is the center, radius is this midpoint or this midpoint, draw arc like this. So you will be getting arc like this. Similarly, this is the midpoint, sorry, this is the center, this midpoint or this midpoint you take as a radius, draw another arc like this. Then join longer diagonal. Endpoints of this upper curve you join here, or endpoints of this lower curve you join here, the meaning remains same, either or. You can take these 2 points also here, it will go with the same point. Now this point as center, radius is from here to here, draw another arc like this. And here also center radius like this, another arc. So this is your required shape of circle in top isometric view, that is this one. Okay, this is the procedure to draw circle. Now we will see pentagon. Here I have a pentagon of side 25 millimeter. So now this pentagon we will try to draw in front isometric view and top isometric views. How it looks and what is the procedure we will see one by one. So this pentagon, first we need to enclose it in a box. Imagine this is a box in which I am putting this pentagon. Okay, imagine this is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Pentagon also we will have some name A, B, C, D and E. Now front isometric view. One more thing, we have given with a pentagon of side assume 25 mm. After drawing pentagon of this 25 mm side, we will enclose it in a box. Box dimensions we don't know. After enclosing in a box, how to enclose it in a box? Parallel to the base, draw one line, and parallel to this, wherever it is touching here, draw another line. Then at this corner, bring your mini drafter like this and draw one line, and again here also at the same point draw. So this box is like here 90 degree all the way, and this E and D line should be parallel to 4 and 3. All those things basics you know, no need to tell all this step by step. Now box dimensions, after drawing only we will come to know how much it is. So assume this is horizontal distance as a x, vertical distance as a y. Okay, after drawing the box, then only we will come to know what is this width and what is this width. So I am doing with the random measurements, not with the scale. So I have taken x and y. Let us see. First I am drawing the box, then we will transfer this pentagon in a box. Box, green color we will use. By the way, this is not square, this is a rectangle box. So front isometric view of rectangle we covered in the earlier stages. Now the same thing we are doing here. Front isometric view of rectangle is 30 degree, this x distance, and straight here 90 degree we have taken this y distance. Okay, this one. Now these two are parallel to each other, these two are parallel to each other. First we have drawn this line and then this line, either or, then this two comes later. Now what you need to do, now the task is very simple. See, 1, 2, 3 and then 4. See, point B is a midpoint of 1 and 2. So here 1 and 2 you can mark midpoint as a B. And for other points, such as A and C, you need to measure the distance. Measure from 1 to A or measure from 4 to A. Like that, I am measuring from 1 to A and I am transferring from 1 to A like this. So this is my point A. If you are measuring from 4 to A, then you need to measure from here 4 to A, like that you need to transfer. Now we will measure this distance. 2 to C, measure this and mark here. 2 to same distance you need to mark as C. Then measure this distance 4 to E with your scale. How much? That much same line you bring it here. Why? Because this rectangle and this rectangle are of same length, only it is at 30-degree horizontal lines. Vertical lines anyhow it is as it is. So this measurement 4 to E we have taken here and we are marking as E. Then 3 to D here. Same measurement. This will be equal, this 2 will be equal. Join all this, you will be getting pentagon like this. Okay, this is the way. If you want to draw pentagon in this fashion, so it will come like this. By measurements, 4 points will come like this, the shape will come. Same procedure, only here instead of taking 30 in this direction, we have taken in this direction. Why both the cases we need to see? Because it depends on the 3D diagram. Sometimes they will be, or the orientation will be like this, sometimes orientation will be like this, as I have given example of these two circles from this side or from that side. So two things will come in different way, because here it is 30, here it is 30, rest of the lines are vertical. Okay, so this is related to front isometric view of pentagon. Now we will see top isometric view of pentagon, how it looks. Same procedure as how you have done for rectangle, top isometric view. First we will draw top isometric view of this rectangle box. So this is, imagine the box which I have created. This is at 30-degree, this is also at 30-degree, both. This distance you take it as X, this distance you take it as Y. You can take here X, here Y, that is your choice. As I have said, rectangle you can draw like this or like this, it's up to you. In case of this rectangle top view, we have seen both the cases. Now by measurement we will see all this. Now in this one, this point is 3, you can take 4 here, then the diagram will be like this. This is the point 4. This, in this case, this will be the second type, point 4. This 4 is kept like that, where here 3 will go at that time. Okay, now this is here 3, this will be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, point B is in middle of 1 and 2. So in middle of 1 and 2, point B will come. Then 1 to A measurement and marking. Why I am not stressing much on this rectangle? Because already rectangle top isometric view you have seen. With that same procedure, X and Y dimensions we have completed the rectangle. Now we are just learning how to put this pentagon in this box. 1 to A, here 1 to A by measurement we have shifted. 2 to C measurement and shifting here. Then 4 to E measurement and shifting here. 3 to D, like that. So join all this, you will be getting pentagon in this manner. If it is this diagram, then pentagon will come like this. All these measurements we will take. This will be the B, A, okay, like that. So if you have any doubts, please put comment. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, like and share with your friends. Okay, thanks for watching.